Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson. This time we're going to look at report writing. I'm Sandra.
And I'm Shawn.
So we know that report writing might be difficult sometimes, but we do need to write reports whenever we're describing a situation. So we've got this method. It's called ready, set, go. Let's take a look. Shawn.
Well, first of all, we have to imagine a situation. We need to know exactly what topic we're writing about. So let's imagine a school trip. Okay, let's imagine you could have two different kinds of things you have to write about. One could be write a report on a school trip you've made, or something more specific like imagine your class studied for a month in Edinburgh. Okay, we have to have some topics, of course. We might talk about the language that we learned, we might talk about the cultural activities we did, and we might talk about the host families. These are things I have to think about and talk about my experience. So, let's go to ready then, right?
Okay, so that's the introduction, right, Shawn?
Yeah, so the introduction tells what I did. And some phrases we have. We have some phrases, right, Sandra?
Yes, but basically in the introduction, you're going to describe the situation. You're going to describe what you did. And you're not going to make it long. 2 or 3 sentences are enough, okay? So things like this report describes, or the aim of this report is to, okay? So these are the expressions that you use in the beginning.
Exactly.
What about
right.
the set, Shawn?
So now the set. Okay, so the set is actually the body of the report. You tell about the 3 important points that you want to talk about. Again, we talk about language, host families, and cultural activities. And so we can advance these topics,
right?
Headings.
Okay.
I don't need to put a transition. I can put the different headings in to divide up my ideas.
Okay.
So I put in the heading, and then I describe each of the points.
And for each one, you need to show what was good, what was bad, and maybe show some solutions, right?
Solution if there was something bad. Exactly right.
Okay.
Okay.
So here are some examples, right, Shawn?
Let's start talking about a host family. So in general, students reported that staying in a host family gave them opportunities to get to know about the local people.
Okay. What if it's cultural activities?
Well, for cultural activities, they might talk about the things they did. For example, we visited several museums and also went to some classical music concerts.
Okay.
Okay.
And the last heading that you're going to have is going to be about language.
Languages. So I described what I learned in terms of the language. Then I might also talk about some bad things. For example, however, I didn't learn as much as I wanted to, or something like this.
Okay. So when you're writing a report, you need to balance the good and the bad. And to do that, you use words like but, however, despite, although, in spite of. So all these words are going to show contrast, which is what you want to do when you're showing the good and you're showing the bad.
Exactly right. And so that's the set part. Now let's go to the go. And the go is for the conclusion, because you're about ready to go.
Yeah. So in the conclusion, what you need to do is talk about what was most important for you. Okay? You also need to give an idea to other people if this is a good experience or not. And obviously, you should include suggestions for improvement. So what can be done to make it better?
Okay. So you should summarize your experience, and you should go ahead and give your opinion in your evaluation there. So we can use a magic phrase to get us going on that, and that is to sum up.
To sum up means to conclude. So you can use the expression to give an overview of everything that you've been describing. So now it's time for you, okay? Think about a trip, a field trip. Think about the topics you want to include. Think about good points and bad points that you want to mention. And don't forget, mention possible improvements. Your teacher is going to pause the video now, and you're going to have some time to organize your writing. When you're done, we'll come back and we'll be here to help you. Okay, time's up. So what we want you to do now is to give your work to your partner, and you're going to mark each other's paper. But what we want you to do is to pay attention to this checklist and really look at the things that were included. Shawn, you want to go over with this?
The checklist for ready. Do you have an introduction? Is it short? The checklist for set. Are there headings?
Is there a description of what the class did?
Are there good points? Are there bad points?
And, of course, is there a possible solution?
Now let's talk about the checklist for go. Is there an evaluation of the entire experience?
And are there suggestions for improvement? So there you go. This is our suggestion on how to structure your report. Practice, and we'd love to know how it went for you.
So don't forget ready, set, go.
Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.